Bonjour, bienvenue au French Tech Podcast. Welcome to the French Tech Podcast, recording here at the wonderful Singapore Fintech Festival here with Julian and Thibaut from La French Tech Singapore. Yeah, to talk about the amazing French energy that's been happening here this week and all the wonderful things that we've been doing so far.
Yeah,
it's been quite an intense week, and it's only halfway, and I'm almost brain dead, but we have another week to go, right? So
it's crazy, right?
Yeah, it is absolutely mind-blowing what's happening this year.
So great achievements, right? We have 2 French startups in the top 12 at Slingshot.
Yeah, well, they're actually in the top because they won a prize. So I think only the top 3 were.
Out of how many?
Well, 100 that were pitching here, but I think there was
before
2,600 startups who participated to the contest.
Pretty amazing, yeah. And there's a lot as well who didn't win, but they deserve some kudos as well. So yeah.
Yeah, and I've heard from some of them that they have a good business discussion in progress. So I think that's probably the most important. So
well, that's great, right? Because it allows you to make great connections, to discover the ecosystem, and to really accelerate what it is that you're doing here. Yeah, definitely.
So for the finalists, I think we can mention Ubuntu and Be Bright, who did a really great job at pitching, and so good that they were selected. But there were also the people that H3 Dynamics, Augmented Tribe. So those are all French tech startups, and they did a really good job as well.
Yeah. And it's all the French tech from France who came here as well, right?
Yeah, so there was 45 startups, I think, who showed up.
Yeah.
Mostly on fintech, but also quite a few on the smart city side, which both are really important in Singapore. That was such great energy. So
really fantastic energy also at the French Tech Fintech Party. 300 people.
Yeah, so we kicked off the Fintech Festival with a huge
amazing
party. It was, I don't think we've ever seen a room so full.
Yeah.
By far our biggest happy hour. But there was a third of the people that were actually not from Singapore, so that was a great landing pad for the startups coming from abroad, either from France or from the rest of Southeast Asia. There was a lot of them. So it was amazing.
I mean, like, listen, pro tip, if you're from France, you're coming to Singapore, stop by at one of our drinks.
Yeah,
right. Connect every month, right?
Every first Thursday of the month, except when there's a fintech festival, then it's first day of the fintech festival.
Right.
The challenging part was to be on a radio show the next morning at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I was about to talk about that. Right.
Like the two kind of overlapped in a challenging way. But it was really fun as well to be on Money FM and to talk about what La French Tech is doing with
so what was it all about? What was the highlights of the discussion?
Well, I think that's what happened when French Tech has been 3 years in Singapore and growing like crazy, including because of you guys' job in communicating on it. But it didn't go unnoticed, and I think they wanted to know what was the fuss about La French Tech and what's with the relationship between France and Singapore and how this is contributing to the local ecosystem and how we're working with the likes of Enterprise Singapore, SG Innovate, EDB, but also what are the French Tech and what are the strong verticals on board, right?
That's fantastic. Well, we were just talking to an EDB representative this morning, looking for ways to build new bridges. They're also based in Paris, in France, right? To build the bridges between France and Singapore. Yep. We're going to make a lot more noise together with EDB. So I think great things are definitely happening.
Yeah. How many interviews did you do in the last 3 days?
Last 3 days we did about 25 video interviews, I think.
Incredible.
Wow. So that's also a great way to connect everyone from the ecosystem, just to get a word out, man, about the great things that are happening.
That's awesome.
I think another thing that was fun to watch is so you've seen a lot of the countries having a country pavilion. French Tech took the other way, took the tech pavilion. So we were hosted by most of the French banks that are set up in Singapore, but the idea was to have a collaborative space right in the middle of the tech companies, and we had so much people there, the likes of BPI France, French Chamber of Commerce, the banks, the Bank of France as well was there. And I'm always forgetting someone. I'm gonna be grounded for that, but it was a great collaboration between everyone. It was really cool to watch. And the team exports from the French Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, exactly. Well, and that's really what it's all about, right? It's about creating that energy, right? That synergy. All of these different people, institutions acting together to accelerate and to really, show all the great entrepreneurship here in Singapore.
I think we need to give a big shout out as well for both the government of Singapore and SingX for organizing such a thing. Like everyone that came over was just blown away by the size of this event and the energy that was coming from it and all that.
Fantastic, man.
And obviously there was not only the French Tech. We did our part of noise, but there was so many great initiatives there. So kudos to everyone, really.
Right.
But it's not over.
And it's not
right?
over, yeah.
Oh,
it's
no.
Wednesday, so we have something coming up tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, so we have a panel at Société Générale talking about the future of blockchain for the finance industry. Are we close to the tipping point?
Yep.
Yeah.
Friday
Asia Startup Summit.
So
with the French Chamber of
imagine
Commerce.
a huge business dating between startups and large corporates.
The Friday morning, join us for that. What else do we have?
On Tuesday. Tuesday we're going to have...
Tuesday we have a very nice panel at WeWork on Battery Road with OVH, Virtuos, Dataiku, etc. Digital trends in Asia, and we have a good lineup of
Because OVH, come on, that is another great French success story, right? Raised a lot of money, are now going into Southeast Asia. They've just recently come into Singapore. We're going to have an extensive talk as well with their CEO, right, to talk about that journey of internationalization and moving into Southeast Asia. So great things still to come, guys.
And while we're at it, the SIGFOX is organizing its global conference the week after.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Grand Messe of IoT in Singapore and hosted by SIGFOX. It's going to be a meetup as well organized by the French Tech. So look out for it.
Sleep is for the week.
And there's one that I feel we've forgotten that we shouldn't have. There was a more closed door event happening with Women in Tech to train women from the French Tech network on how to be a business angel, because that's definitely a community that needs more females. So we're working on that as well.
It's so important. So we talked to girls in tech as well this week. It's so important to get not only more women in tech, but more women writing the checks. Man, you need more women writing the checks and making more impactful investments. And there's science on this. There's definite ROI in diversity. Look into the business case.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, let's move forward to the next thing. So great to be here, and stay tuned for all of the content that's still going to come out.
Yeah, and watch this space. There's so much more coming, guys.
Right. Okay. French Tech Power, guys.
Cool. Bye-bye.
See you.